Living paycheck to paycheck is a special kind of trap, isn't it? You work hard, you do everything you're supposed to, but at the end of the month, there's just nothing left. The idea of getting ahead, of building real wealth, feels like a fantasy reserved for other people. But what if I told you there's a dead simple 5-step plan that can take you from $0 to actually building assets? And no, this isn't about cutting out lattes or other useless advice. This is the only wealth plan you'll ever need. The best part? You can start it today before your next paycheck even arrives. Let's get into it. The why mindset shift. First, before we even get to step 1, we need to talk about a mindset shift. Right now, you're probably a passive rider on your own financial roller coaster. Money comes in, money goes out, and you're just trying to hang on. To build wealth, you have to become the driver. You tell your money where to go instead of wondering where it all went. A wealth plan, especially for a beginner in 2026, isn't some ridiculously complicated spreadsheet. Think of it as a simple written roadmap for your money over the next 12 months. It's how you'll handle your income, your spending, your debt, and your savings. This is the year you stop letting your finances happen to you and start making them happen for you. It all starts with the decision to have a plan. Section 1, Step 1, create your financial snapshot. Alright, Step 1, we have to create your financial snapshot. Think about it. You'd never start a road trip without knowing where you are on the map. Your money is no different. This step is all about getting to the truth. No more guessing, no more avoiding it. Here's what you do. Grab a piece of paper or open a simple note on your phone. First, list all your income, every penny, your take-home pay, that side hustle money, whatever comes in. Second, list your expenses and be brutally honest with yourself. Split them into 2 camps. Fixed and variable. Fixed expenses are the predictable ones: rent or mortgage, car payment, insurance, minimum debt payments. Variable expenses are the ones that change: groceries, gas, ordering food, entertainment, and all those sneaky subscriptions you forgot you were paying for. If you have to, dig through your last month of bank statements. You need to know exactly where the money is going. Third, list every single one of your debts: credit cards, student loans, car loans, personal loans. Write down the total balance, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment for each. Yeah, this part might sting a little, but knowledge is power. Finally, calculate your net worth. This sounds fancy, but it's just your assets, any cash or investments, minus your liabilities, your debts. The number might be 0, it might even be negative, and that is perfectly okay. This isn't a grade, it's a starting line. From this day forward, your mission is to make that number go up. Section 2, Step 2, build your cash flow map. Step 2 is all about building your cash flow map, and notice I didn't call it a budget. That word makes everyone feel like they're on a diet. A cash flow map is different. It's a forward-looking plan that gives every dollar a job. The simplest way to frame this is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your after-tax income is for your needs, the absolute must-haves you just listed, like housing, utilities, transportation, and food. Next, 30% is for your wants. This is the fun stuff: going out, hobbies, shopping. We're not cutting these things out, we're just being intentional about them. The last 20% is the most important part. This goes toward your savings and paying off debt. Here's the key: you have to treat this 20% as the most important bill you have. You pay yourself first before you spend a dime on your wants. This is the slice of the pie that builds your wealth. If 20% feels completely impossible right now, just start with 5% or even 2%. Building the habit is way more important than the amount when you're starting out. Section 3, Step 3, build your financial fire extinguisher. Step 3 is to build your financial fire extinguisher. Most people call this an emergency fund, but I want you to think of it as the one thing that stops a small financial spark from becoming a full-blown disaster. This is what breaks the paycheck to paycheck cycle. You can't get ahead if every flat tire or unexpected bill sends you right back into credit card debt. Now, the long-term goal is 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses, but that number is huge and frankly terrifying when you're at 0. So for now, we're going to ignore it. Your first goal is to save a starter fund of just $500 to $1,000. This is your only savings goal to begin with. Scrape together every extra dollar you can from your new cash flow map and throw it at this goal. Once you hit $1,000, put that money in a separate high-yield savings account where you won't accidentally spend it. This single act creates a buffer between you and life. It gives you breathing room. While you're doing this, start thinking about predictable, but not monthly expenses, things like annual car insurance or holiday gifts. We'll call these sinking funds. By setting aside a little bit each month, say $20 for each of these, you stop them from ever becoming an emergency in the first place. If this is all making sense so far, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It seriously helps the channel get this info out to more people who really need it. Thanks for that. Now let's talk about the single biggest anchor holding you back. Section 4, Step 4, Destroy High Interest Debt. Step 4 is where we go to war with your high interest debt. If you have credit card debt at 20% interest or higher, that debt is an emergency. It's a fire actively burning your money every single month. For most people starting out, the best return on investment you can possibly get isn't from the stock market. It's from paying off this debt. Think about it. Every dollar you use to pay off a credit card with a 22% interest rate is effectively earning you a 22% return on that money. You simply cannot find a guaranteed investment that comes anywhere close to that. It's the most powerful move you can make. You've got two main battle plans, the debt avalanche and the debt snowball. The avalanche is pure math. You make minimum payments on everything, then throw every extra dollar at the debt with the highest interest rate. This saves you the most money over time. The debt snowball is all about psychology and momentum. You still make minimum payments on everything, but you focus all your extra cash on the smallest debt first. Once it's gone, you get a quick win, which feels amazing and keeps you motivated. Then you take all the money you were paying on that debt and snowball it onto the next smallest one. Honestly, both methods work. The best one is the one you'll actually stick to. Once your $1,000 starter emergency fund is in place, that 20% you're paying yourself first should be aimed directly at this fire until it's out. Section 5, Step 5. Put your money to work and automate everything. And finally, Step 5. This is the fun part. This is where you put your money to work and make the whole system run on its own. This is where you start building real assets, the kind that grow over time. This step officially begins after your starter emergency fund is full and you have a solid plan for your high interest debt. First, investing. We're keeping this incredibly simple. Don't worry about picking stocks. The goal is to be a passive, long-term investor. The best places for beginners are 1. A workplace retirement plan like a 401k, especially if they offer an employer match. A match is literally free money. It's a non-negotiable. You have to contribute enough to get the full match. 2. A Roth IRA. This is a retirement account you open yourself that has some incredible tax advantages down the road. 3. Inside these accounts, you buy simple, low-cost, broad market index funds or ETFs. These basically let you own a tiny piece of hundreds of companies at once, so you're instantly diversified. Now for the secret sauce that ties this whole plan together. Automate everything. Automation is what turns good intentions into actual wealth. Here's your automation checklist. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your high-yield savings account on every payday. Make sure your 401k contributions are taken directly from your paycheck before you even see the money. Set up an automatic monthly investment from your checking account into your Roth IRA. Set up automatic payments for all your bills and debts so you never get hit with a late fee again. When you automate your finances, you remove emotion and willpower from the equation. Your wealth just builds consistently in the background, like clockwork. So that's the plan. 1. Create your financial snapshot. You have to know your numbers. 2. Build your cash flow map and tell your money where to go. 3. Get that starter emergency fund, your financial fire extinguisher. 4. Destroy your high-interest debt. It's a guaranteed win. 5. Put your money to work with simple automated investing. That's it. It's not complicated, but it does take discipline. Building wealth from nothing is a marathon, not a sprint, but it begins today with the choice to follow these steps. You absolutely have the power to change your financial future, and this plan is the roadmap to get you there. You can do this, I promise. If you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel for more straight-talking finance content, and let me know in the comments, what is the very first step you're gonna take after watching this? I read every single comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.